Hey y'all, it's Mikey. I found a new chew. I found a new chew in my little county here in Redneckville, Oregon. I was in a smoke shop a week or so ago, and they had regular Beech-Nut, they had Levi Garrett, and they had Beech-Nut Wintergreen. But the Beech-Nut Wintergreen box was empty. The lady said, "Oh, I probably got more on the way. Check back next week." Well, I stopped in there today, and I found Beech-Nut Wintergreen. I can't read the date code. I don't know what it means. Honestly, I probably don't want to know, but it feels all nice and soft and squishy inside, so I'll accept it as being fresh. It's one of the gripes I have in my area right now. Nobody checks date codes on the tobacco products. Nobody. Well, I take that back. One store I know checks the date codes on their tobacco products, and that's the Mini Mart 2 blocks away from me down the street. And I think I know why. Because the owner dips. He's a dipper. He's been a dipper. I've known him my entire life, and ever since I known him, he's always had some chaw. He calls it chaw. It's dip. His people check the date codes, and they do enough business that they usually don't have to worry too much about it. They have one of the better selections in our area. There's like 4 panels behind the counter. One of them is almost, halfway of it is Skoal, and then they have some of the Stokers, and I forget what other brand down there. And then almost a full panel of nothing but Copenhagen, a little bit of Grizzly, and then they got some Grizzly on the 3rd panel. It goes into Longhorn, and then they start going into the nicotine pouches. They got the Zens, they got Camels, they got Rogue, and they got Smoky Creek or something like that. I haven't really paid much attention to the pouches. But yeah, they do check their date codes, and when stuff is getting close to coming out of date, they pull it down, they just lay it flat on the counter there behind the panels, and that's kind of the bat signal that, hey, we got discount dip right here it has a shorter shelf life, and they knock a couple of bucks off. So it's kind of nice. Other than that, nobody around here checks date codes. The little liquor store down the road from here, they had some stuff up there that was 2 years old. I pointed it out to the lady. Little old lady. She's been running that place since Bill Clinton was president. I mean, she's been there forever. And she's just like, okay, I'll get around to it. Yeah, she's not going to get around to it. She sits behind the counter. She watches soap operas while people come in and buy liquor. That's the extent of her, easy money. Anyway, Beech-Nut Wintergreen. That's what I've been waiting for. Not many wintergreen chewing tobaccos out there. The only other one I am aware of is Hawken. And Hawken is kind of an anomaly. It's a fine cut chew, comes in a can. A lot of people mistake it for dip. They call it a coarse cut dip when it's actually a fine cut chew. This does have, woo! I can smell the wintergreen already. I cracked this thing open, got slapped in the face with a nice little blast of wintergreen. This does have a zipper pouch, which is nice, keeps it fresh. I really like the Beech-Nut Original. It's sweet, but it's not too sweet, which is something I enjoy. I'm on the carnivore diet. I haven't had a sugary substance in quite some time. The only exception would be chew. And yeah, I'm smelling the wintergreen. Different from the wintergreen and dip, probably because this tobacco blend is different from what you get in dip. That's probably a little trade-off there. But yeah, on carnivore diet, sugar is a no-no. I don't remember the last time I had a candy bar or a sugary soda or anything like that. The closest I've come to sugar is chewing tobacco in the months. So that might change this weekend. Wife and I are going out of town. Our wedding anniversary. 33 years wedding anniversary. We're heading up the coast about 3 or 4 hours from here. We're going to have a good time for the weekend and relax, enjoy ourselves. I may even turn my cell phone off for a day. I don't do that, ever. I manage a hardware store. I have to have my phone on, but I'm thinking about just turning it off and forgetting about work for a couple days. Anyway. See, I go on these little rambles and I forget what my original subject was. Oh yeah, Hawken. The only other wintergreen I'm aware of. I like it. It's a very fine cut chew, comes in a can. Tax class classifies it as chewing tobacco, not dipping tobacco. This stuff's got some nice moisture con to it. But the sugary stuff, I did a little blood sugar test. That's in some other videos a little bit farther back. Levi Garrett does affect my blood sugar. Not a whole lot. It went up like 8 points. And it immediately came back down as soon as the chew came out of my mouth. Because there is some, you can absorb sugar through your cheek and gums. I found that out by running some blood sugar tests. I did test myself on the regular Beech-Nut because it's definitely lower sugar. It's nowhere near as sweet as Levi Garrett. And blood sugar results in that were just like, eh, I saw no impact on my blood sugar, which is kind of cool because I like the Beech-Nut. Not too sweet. You can still get some tobacco flavor in there. Anyway, I've rambled on about that. We're talking about Wintergreen. Bombs away. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Nice tobacco-y goodness. Some translucent bits there. One piece down here on the other side of the camera view. Got some golden highlights there. This is 7% domestic, 93% foreign tobacco. I don't know why they use so much foreign tobacco in chew. All of them have a significant domestic or foreign tobacco. Probably has to do with how the flavoring and the sourcing. A lot of the tobacco in America gets turned into cigarettes or dip, and that stuff's processed differently, so they may have to just source off these just to get the stuff they like. Because original chewing tobacco was made from scraps from cigar cuttings. There aren't that many cigar manufacturers in America anymore. Most of them are in Central America, or everybody's favorite, Cuba, that island south of Miami. So maybe they're using some cigar similar stuff that's made for cigars, maybe not quite cigar quality, so they turn it into chew. Anyway, enough yammering. Here we go. Stuff is moist, but it's a touch on the dry side. Might be showing some age. I'm juicing up now. Getting Wintergreen. It's different from Wintergreen and dip. I can tell that right now. Sweet. Wintergreeny. Is that a word? Wintergreeny. Got a piece of stem. Trying to get it tucked away so it doesn't poke me. I'm not seeing a whole lot of stem material in this bag, but I could feel one when I put it in. Kind of poking me a little bit while all the stuff was loose and I'm gnawing on it a bit. Just had to tame it and shove it off to the side there. Everything's under control. Move along, under control. Yeah, maybe that was the errant stem in this that I put in my mouth. I'm having a hard time finding any now that I'm actually looking for it. Yeah, there's a somewhat stemmy piece. Not that bad though. Not much of a wintergreen tingle like you get with the dips. It's just the flavor. There is sweetness. There is wintergreen. Faint hints of tobacco. Very faint. But it lets me know it's a tobacco product. Yeah, this wintergreen is not, it doesn't hit you like dip. Dip uses dark fired tobacco. This stuff, probably not dark fired. Probably sun cured, maybe flue cured. And my cat is coming up here to say hello. Hey, Pickles. How's Miss Pickles today? Say hi to everybody. Okay. This is Miss Pickles. The other woman in my life. Yes, have a seat. Show everybody your butt. Yeah, there you go. Show off for the camera. Wiggle your butt. Anyway, yeah, she thinks she's a kitten still. I adopted her when she was like 6 weeks old from the pound. My wife hates her with a passion. She doesn't like, she thought we were going to be pet free once the kids moved out, and then I bring home a kitten. That kind of ruined her year. And that was 2 years ago. Yes, yes, yes. Show me your butt. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Now that Miss Pickles is making herself at home on the side of my face, I like this. It's a different kind of wintergreen from dip. There's no wintergreen burn, no tingle. It's just the flavor. Sweet tobacco and wintergreen. It's nothing overpowering. It's there. You know it's there, but it's nothing extremely in your face like some of the dips I've tried. It's very pleasant. Very mellow. It's like, hey, I'm wintergreen. Chill, man. It's all right. I'm not going to hurt you. Very subtle. It's subtle, but it lets you know it's there. Now it's juiced up a bit more and getting more tobacco flavor. And that one errant stem keeps wanting to wiggle its way free. Come on. There we go. Under control. It's under control. I got it. Juicing up quite nicely. Between the molassesy sweetness and the wintergreen, it's a very interesting combination. Wintergreen and molasses. Molasses and wintergreen. I would say Hawken has more wintergreen flavor than this. This is more subtle. Hawken's more a sharper wintergreen. Hawken's almost is like dip flavor wintergreen. Probably because of how it's cut. You're just going to have a nap up there, aren't you? Wow. This cat thinks she's still a kitten. Wants to snuggle on my shoulders and all that. Anyway, aside from the fur ball's butt and the wintergreen in my mouth, this is definitely, it's a different animal from Hawken. Hawken is sharper, more crisp, gives you a little bit of wintergreen tingle. I'm not getting that off this. This is just subtle, mild wintergreen, some tobacco, and that molasses. It's a very interesting flavor. I like it. It's not really what I was expecting. I was expecting something more along the lines of the wintergreen flavor you get in dip. But this is way different. Not too sweet. The molasses gives it some sweetness, but it's not overbearingly sweet. Like some of the dips where you get a really sweet wintergreen. This is more subtle. Beech-Nut advertises themselves as a balanced chew. Not too sweet, not too harsh. It's just smooth is how they advertise it. Or used to advertise it when they could. This is along the same lines. Smooth, not too sweet, not too harsh. Nice mild wintergreen flavoring just to give you something different. I like it. Definitely something I'll try again. Anyway, this has been Beech-Nut Wintergreen. This pouch set me back $15. Thank you, Oregon, and your tobacco taxes. 15 bucks for a 3-ounce package. So, I did ask the lady if they do special orders. She says they do. And I asked her if she could get hold of some Stoker's for me. I really want to try some Stoker's dip. Or no, it's not Stoker's dip. I've tried Stoker's dip. I can get that several places. It's the chew. Nobody around me sells it. I went to the Stoker's website. They suggested a store. I walked in there, asked them about it. They looked at me like I was weird. When I'm going away this weekend, there's one place along the way. It's like 2.5 hours from here. On their website, it says they sell cherry, apple, and Fred's Choice. I'm going to stop in. I'll find some excuse to pull into the mini mart with the wife. I'll subtly ask them if they have any Stokers. Not getting my hopes up because, you know, the map on there, probably they've ordered it for somebody in the past, therefore it pops up on the map. But they probably don't stock it regularly, so I'll see. If I get lucky, I'm going to have a really fun review coming up. If I don't, I'll keep searching. Anyway, this has been Mikey. This has been Beech-Nut Wintergreen in the green and white pouch as compared to the regular Beech-Nut in the red and white pouch. Subtle wintergreen, subtle sweetness, not too harsh, not too sweet. I like it. It's just a nice, well-balanced, and the wintergreen flavor is much different from a dip. There's no tingle, there's no bite. It's just a nice, subtle wintergreen. All right, this is Mikey and Miss Pickles. Have fun. Take care.